Alright. Good day, and welcome back to another stream of Assassin's Creed Origins with our 100% Nightmare difficulty run as part of our Historical Order playthrough. And we are going to continue post-Alexandria. We're gonna go and take on the first of the next 4 targets, which is the Scarab, who we can find in Letopolis, the city of the sands, or it is kind of like buried in sand. And yeah, we're gonna start with the first investigations of a neighboring city, Sais, and also maybe still get to the discovery tours set there. That's a total of 3, I believe. I kind of cover the mission area. Also, hey there, Mr. Godi, welcome in. And good day. Currently at level 20 with 12.5 hours of playtime. And if we look at the map, we are currently in Submenome. And the last quest we finished was in Protest. Which means according to the quest order that we follow, the next quest would be Thick Skin, right there. Could have smarted some stuff to get another Hidden Blade upgrade, actually. Let's also get the air take ability here. Kind of like an air assassination, just with a sword, basically. And it's not really automated either, you have to like aim it yourself, really.
You will not escape!
Stay behind me. Buy me some time. I must push on.
no idea what's happening here or what he's doing.
Eat this!
Why couldn't I assassinate? Come on now. Bollocks.
Mine now! Damn it! Hippo! Look out!
Nice. Never Phylake bites for dust.
Die, idiot!
A strong musk clouds the air. Tana lives nearby.
Oh, the gods shame me, Neb. The tanner is my husband. He carries that stench home whenever he returns from camp.
Is he here now?
By the smell, you would think so. But it's worse when he's around.
Do not let it trouble you. We all must do work we do not relish.
You are right. My husband works hard, but cannot keep up with the demand for his services. The Medjay are said to be legendary hunters. If you would like to earn some good coin, go and see him. I'm sure he could use your help.
I will consider it. Where would I find him?
His hunting camp is north and west of Sao. He will be tanning hides for a few days. If only there was some way for him to deal with the stink.
Whoa.
Anyone! Help! Please! My thanks, traveler. I did not expect the gods to send help my way this day. I was afraid that beast wanted to eat me in revenge for my craft. What brings you this way?
Your wife in Sao told me you might need a hunter.
Yes, yes. Too much demand and not enough supply. I would be more than happy to pay you good coin for the hides I need, and for you to risk their teeth.
I am listening.
I need hyena ears, crocodile eggs, and vulture skulls.
What do you do with vulture skulls?
Many priestesses of Iset used them for headdresses. They pay well.
Okay, vouchers. I'm not too sure if there's any nearby here. I know for a fact we can find some over here if a voucher label did earlier in the playthrough. But who knows, there might be some around. Let's have a look around this area here.
High precision gerecht.
Hey, precision.
Ancient writing from the Old Kingdom.
Oh, that's a big one.
Gaie! Decision gerecht.
Hey there, Dr. Darling, welcome in. Don't kill my crocodiles. I have to kill them. Alright, sorry, I had to mute myself here for a sec. Got to darling so much loot, woke up from a nap, had Twitch running, battery down to 15%. Oh no. Yeah, just kept on running. But yeah, I hope you had a good nap, Vo. But yeah, all the loot. This area, like in the Now Delta in general, just is like, there's always tons of loot with just all the wildlife animals killing each other. Also lots of trade here as well, so kind of like collides in many ways. I have some vouchers up here. Nice. There we go. That's all the voucher scouts that we needed. A cherry bomb would be nice. Kinda like stir them up a bit.
Well now, what do you have for me?
All that you asked for.
Ah, yes, good, good. And in fine condition. They will do nicely. Your pay.
And that completes thick skin. Next quest would be the fair trade one, and then we can head for the next main mission, I believe.
Did you ever see work as fine as Oneris's?
I wish I could afford one of his weapons. Did you ever see the Serpent of SCARAB'S? A spear light as a feather, and sharper than Sobek's tooth.
Such a spear, I could be a champion in the amphitheater.
Shame about what happened to it.
Serpent of SCARAB'S Ostrich.
That is quite the story.
Okay, das Bikes say more. I don't think so. SCARAB'S husband of Iset, god of the dead, who dipped the spear in the now to make it light and true. SCARAB'S who watch over a dying king, who sharpened this blade on the edge of night to make it ever sharp. Two, I name you the Serpent of SCARAB'S and dedicate you to the gods.
Ah, the Serpent of SCARAB'S. You have heard the tragic tale?
Not the whole of it.
Oh, it was a true masterpiece. The shaft wrapped with water-hardened leather. The blade hammered out of the metal of heaven.
I would love to see it.
Impossible. I crafted it for one of Apollodorus' captains when I lived in Sais. But Sefeto's soldiers killed him. That is the reason I left.
Sefetu?
Yes, Sefetu the Firebrand, who governs Sais with flame and fear. One of his bootlickers stole the spear that bears my mark.
Outrageous. Can you not get it back?
The man is beyond my reach. He sails on one of Sefetu's triremes on Meriatus Lake.
Ah, I hate a bully. My travels take me far and wide. If I come across him, I will look for your spear.
I would love nothing more than to hear of his fall. If you manage it, the Serpent of SCARAB'S is yours.
Greetings, friend. Fair enough. Yes, all right. Deal. Fair enough. Deal. Yes, all right. Fair enough. Yes, all right. Deal. The roads be good to you.
Alright, so we gotta go and make our way. Ah, yeah, it's like one of the ships here. Let's just go ahead and find a boat ourselves here.
escape! Die! I can hit him! Target is in range! I can hit him! I can hit from here!
Hours later.
Got a clean target! I will win the bastard! Stop! You! Ah, there! Alarm! Alarm! Give up! Got you!
I use the ship to repair the Jackdaw. Oh wait. Yeah, still a couple games away from that. But does give a similar vibe of taking over a ship of that size.
I'll kill you, Magi, and take your weapons as a trophy!
Must die! The spear is magnificent. Clearly the work of that master from Sao village. The serpent of Serapis is a weapon worthy of the gods.
Nothing!
Where is the fire? Hey!
Nothing. Not sure the coast is clear. I didn't imagine it.
And that finishes fair trade. Right, so that means we can now go ahead and do the next main mission, which is the SCARAB'S sting. Bike travels to Sais to meet the informant Hakuf to learn about one of his targets, the SCARAB. Okay, I'm actually gonna server here because there's a couple locations of a way that we can tackle.
I will return it later.
Suélteme!
The gods love a generous soul.
Hey, what? Die, boy. See you suffer for that!
May you walk the land of the Duat.
May they walk the land of the Duat. Yes.
That old mute was skulking around again.
Isn't he from some rich family?
Maybe. Maybe that's why no one has chased him out of town.
You are Bayek, yes? My master is anxious that you get this letter. It is urgent.
Your master? Do I know him?
His name is Otis. You haven't met. All is explained in the letter.
We'll see one never know peace.
High
I
position,
will go to the Sarajina camp to learn if there is any truth to this letter.
So this is a quest in connection to the Hidden Ones DLC, and technically this is too early in the history to read it, since it's kind of like post-main game content. So I'm going to leave it for later. I'm going to read it before starting the quest in connection to the Hidden Ones.
Seek not your solace here, but let your feet carry you to fabled Letopolis. Letopolis is a dream-given form, a new home for you, built by your hands and labors. It is not without its dangers, but the promise of a glorious tomorrow awaits you. It is a shining lighthouse.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door!
Fix this damn door. Good now. Could upgrade one of these shields here. Maybe the snakes on the shield. Yes.
Yeah, then. Here.
I wish I were a duck.
Imagine wo. That's a goose simulator, but we don't have a duck simulator. Ist wahr.
The Magi has returned in need of more finery.
Yes, in a moment. I'm curious, Reda. Where are your parents?
Long story, Seni. A Phylake of Alexandria caught them stealing and boiled them in a bronze bull.
By Anubis. I am sorry, Reda.
No need. The gods took my family, but gave me my camel, Amun, a great steed.
I wander the desert and see the sun set when I want to. This is my freedom.
I see. As always, you are wise beyond your years.
Osiris here's not the mourning of the weary-hearted. You wanna sell or buy anything, Senny? The future is golden.
Oh, actually, I would like to a quest, but he hasn't given me any yet.
A letter. For me?
It's not worth it.
A letter?
I will not put words between your teeth, but I am going to pack my things and travel to Letopolis. The tax collectors ask for too much. It's not worth it.
But what can we do?
Okay, can we... Yeah, we could buy the Persian prince. An outfit I quite like. Remnant of Persian history, worn by princes as a fleet as the wind. Let me also add that to the command. Brick Bath Tower, hidden one forever. Isn't even in the list anymore. Press F for the Bath Tower.
You are lucky to have no wife or children. You can just leave.
Halt! Stay there!
Bath Tower run only. So Schillerlock actually has done that recently. He paid for the entirety of Origins in the Bath Tower.
Careful you don't overfill the jars.
To Yamu for the Sekhmet ceremony. Get them sealed up and on the cart.
I seek the master brewer, Hakuf.
I have no time. Speak to one of my overseers if you must.
You misunderstand. I am a Magi. Apollodorus sent me.
Apollodorus, of course.
He sent me for the Scarab, the shadow that darkens Sais.
Shh, please. That is an evil name to speak aloud. Apollodorus knows the people are suffering. In my position, many confide in me. Trade is strangled, the soldiers run rampant, and the weight of Ptolemy's taxation crushes the breath from us. Come with me. Let us retire where we have a roof overhead.
Heresy is a shed. Shedid?
There are many terrible stories about the Scarab. I am sure Apollodorus told you. Tales of mutilation, disappearances, and folk buried in the desert and left to die. A horrendous fate. Trapped in the shimmering sand, your mind and body pounded by the remorseless sun. Waiting for the final release into the Duat.
Damn, man! Look at that! Look!
I just imagine the Scarab saying that.
There are real villains in Sais, but the Scarab, if he exists, it is not safe to speak of him.
I can imagine the Scarab saying that before dropping the cup of water. Just a tiny bit intense.
The investigations of Hakuf's agents. Concerns of the people. Sais is no different than Siwa.
Hakuf, you know I share concerns about Sefetu, but I believe a greater force directs him. This is the Scarab. Perhaps a mix of myth and rumor, but I think he exists. I think he controls some of the Pharaoh's soldiers, through fear or greed. That is why I was tortured when I discovered a rich payment to one of the captains. They nearly killed me. I would have died after they mutilated me, if they had not thrown me onto the road where Taka found me and brought me home. Disappearance in the night. Two men disappeared in the night last year. They were known in Alexandria as powerful proponents of Cleopatra. Their families were in Sais, but have since fled. And we got some informant quests here. Conflicts of interest. Zephatus hunting Servos for Harbor Master. Let's gotta help him. And Smoke Over Water. Also, as you will notice, all of these names are references to songs. Like Smoke on the Water, All Eyes on Me. Some pretty popular songs here. Lost Happiness, I'm not entirely sure which song it references, but I'm pretty sure that every of these 4 quests is like a musical reference.
The last man who asked questions about the scarab was near beaten to death, with his tongue cut out.
Who was he?
Paul Cooper, father-in-law to the most powerful man in the region, Tahaka. That boy, Kawab, is his grandson.
Hey, you tired of winning? I'm looking for your grandfather. Do you know where he went?
No, he left on the road to Camp Piros. He should have been home by now.
I'll see if I can find him along the road.
Always warms my heart to see how Bark is like trying to include Kawab. You know, because he does look a bit lonely and, you know, not really part of like what the other kids are partaking in. Grapes, you should go eat some. Sounds good, Dr. Darling. Grapes are delicious. Definitely a nice snack as well. Hey there, Mitch, welcome in. Good day to you. And yeah, it's going quite well. Playing a bit more Origins with our 100% Nightmare difficulty challenge. Working on target number 5, actually 6. Oh, we only killed 3 of them. But yeah, making some decent progress so far.
I must be careful.
Unfortunately can't stay long because I need to go back to work. Have a great stream. No worries whatsoever, Mitch. Definitely hope you have a good rest of your day and catch you next time.
Gooba, I will get you out. I think you will survive. I know the Scarab took your tongue, but we can help each other. Akuf told me that you are investigating the Scarab. Help me, and I can ensure he dies. I must deal with Sefetu's archers in Sais. They are his eyes.
Hustlers, entrepreneurs, wanderers, seek not your solace here, but let your feet carry you.
Grandfather, are you all right? Is he hurt?
Banged up, bruised, and thirsty. The soldiers do not take kindly to him, but he will be all right. Where's your father, Kawap? We must speak of this.
Father is away, on his great work. Mother! Grandfather is hurt! Soldiers mistook him for a beggar again.
Father! What have you done this time?
He was searching for the Scarab. I hope he can help me. And in return, I can protect your family.
The Scarab is nonsense. Everyone knows this.
He wants you to read them.
It looks like the Scarab is summoning warriors to the city of Letopolis.
By the gods! That is where my husband is.
Or the city swallowed by the desert.
It is Father's destiny to rebuild it. We're going to join him soon. Right, Mother?
Yes. My husband Tahaka has been slaving there for months. I'm sure he can help you. He knows everyone there.
If you go, tell him I can't wait to see him.
Yeah, of course I will, Kawap.
Probably reminds Spike of his own son, Khemu, and his toys. But yeah, so much foreshadowing, you know. The Scarab Setter. Hyena. You've been quite silent of late. I hope you're not withdrawing into yourself. I'm sending some of your coveted silica to you that I discovered beneath Letopolis. It isn't much. The desert doesn't give up her treasures easily. I've also sent agents to Giza, Memphis, and Yarmo to attract desperate men to me. Do not worry, they're on honey-tongued singers, not wild dogs like my firebrand. The Scarab. What a coincidence, I know, right? Who would have thought? Okay, so we're gonna go and continue with conflicts of interest here. In regards to Zervos, the Harbor Master.
I should find this Zervos and see what he knows about Sefetu. See if he's connected to the Scarab. I will ask among the merchants, see which are friendly to him.
Watch out! Coming through! Yeah, no. Hurry!
Also, let me deal with these bots real quick. Gonna just ban that phrase there. Okay, so they should be instantly timed out now if I keep on using that phrase.
You look like a strapping sword. Looking to improve your armor?
Long night?
Very. Sorry. What are you interested in?
At the moment, I'm looking for Zervos.
The harbor master. Of course. Zervos is away.
Away?
Yes, he's gone to Letopolis. Attracted by the promise of a new life.
Then he is not dead.
Dead? Why would you think he was dead?
Good day to you, Neb. Any metal work I can do for you this day?
I am just looking. You know about a man named Zervos?
The harbor master? Huh. Why are you asking about him?
I have heard he is missing. In hiding? Perhaps dead.
What would you do if Sefetu put a price on your head?
Ah, I see. I am not one of Sefetu's men.
I don't know anything about it. I don't stick my neck out. I have nothing to tell you. Finest metalwork in Sais.
Here, Harut. What are you looking for today?
The harbor master, Zervos.
Do not ask about him. The guards killed him.
Just a tiny amount of contradicting stories here.
Ask for too much. But what can we do?
Good day for business?
Not half bad. What are you looking for today?
For Zervos, the harbor master. Do you know where to find him?
You are looking for who? Why? I don't know him. I heard he was dead. Why are you bothering about him? He was a good man.
A good man? So you do know him?
I don't. I just heard others say it. Leave me be.
I'm still looking for Zervos.
I told you already. I don't know anything. Leave me be.
Alright, we gotta track them here to Zervos. But they won't leave their markets until night.
That old mute was skulking around again.
Isn't he from some rich family?
That old mute was skulking around
why
again.
no one has chased him out of town. From some rich family? I think he lives up at the Tahaka estate.
Maybe that's why no one...
No one on the streets after dark, by order of Sefetu. No one on the streets after dark, by order of Sefetu.
How are you keeping?
As best I can. I'm tired of hiding.
There is a stranger in the market asking about you.
What? Who is he? Is he one of Sefetu's curs?
I do not know. I do not think so. He wears an old-fashioned badge, but he does look dangerous.
Badge? What kind of badge?
A Medjay badge, I think.
A protector? Keep a watch on that one.
You caught?
We are not fighting men. You can take the bounty off my head.
I am not one of Sefetu's men. I am searching for Zervos, on behalf of Hakuf.
Good. I am Zervos, mighty harbor master of Sais. Forced to hide on my own docks.
Why is Sefetu after you?
That dog. He is strangling the whole town.
Taxes us to death.
He burned my cousin's farm.
That's right. I've been doing what I can, helping people hide their imports and exports. What Sefetu does not see, he cannot tax.
And he figured it out.
His men raided my business and my house. But I hid my records on my felucca. If they haven't found my boat yet, they soon will.
I'll see what I can do.
My felucca is tied up at the Sais docks. I would prefer to have it back in one piece. But if you must destroy it, go carefully. Sefetu's men watch the harbor like hawks.
I like how he still pointed at the knife at the end. It's like, come on, put it away now. So I'm gonna go ahead and steer the boat, because it can still be of use to the Zervos here. It's a lot easier, of course, to just destroy it, but there's no need for that.
I should not be seen in this area.
Hey, what the... Pay attention. Not for dying today.
Won't escape us.
Feels like we're being watched.
Stand down. Hey, what? Get him!
Hey there, Flaming Drag, welcome in. my thoughts on a new AC game in Japan. Do I have high hopes? Well, I think the setting is certainly quite interesting for Assassin's Creed, and in general. So I'm looking forward to see the representation of it in the game. From the gameplay that we've seen so far, I'm not like very hyped about the game, because I would prefer to just have a single protagonist and for the single protagonist to focus on assassin stuff again. I think Naui definitely looks quite interesting to fit that approach. And I guess technically you could play most of the missions as her. But yeah. I definitely think it's gonna be probably a decent game, like fun enough to play. But it's not my favorite AC studio working on it. It's Ubisoft Quebec. They've done games like Odyssey and Syndicate. Now Syndicate I definitely enjoyed, but I didn't enjoy both games quite as much as the Montreal games, for instance. Like this one. So my hopes are kind of like medium, I guess. How about you? Are you looking forward to AC Shadows? Yeah, so Origins was done by Ubisoft Montreal. It's been like the main studio behind Assassin's Creed for most of the games. They've done the entire Desmond saga, so AC1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, and 3. They've also done Black Flag, they've done Unity, Origins, and Valhalla. So most of the games in the series, pretty much. And it's definitely my favorite Ubisoft studio, for Assassin's Creed at least.
You needn't hide any longer. I secured your felucca. Your documents are safe.
You saved my felucca. Here, take this as a small token of thanks. You have made things better here.
You clearly have people who are willing to help you out, Zervos. Why don't you take on Sefetu?
Sefetu is too powerful, too greedy. He knows there is no one strong enough to stop him. We are not fighting men. Sefetu surrounds himself with soldiers. His base at Fort Nikiu is guarded with ballistae. Fool that I am. I helped him import them.
May Amun watch over you.
Alright, next we have All Eyes on Us. As the next quest, we gotta kill the archers across the city.
Must deal with Sefetu's archers in Sais. They are his eyes.
Yeah, Brotherhood was excellent. That's a game I love replaying, especially for the gameplay side of things. It's just so fun. The renovation system, the Brotherhood system, the new abilities and stuff.
This area is off limits.
Wait a minute! Die!
Hey!
Probably gonna wait for a deep sell before you get AC Shadows. I don't blame you. I think that's the best approach with Ubisoft games, honestly. They tend to go on sale very fast as well.
Siciliet.
Hey! Die! Die!
So many civilians here.
Damn you! You cannot escape!
I have the bastard! I'll pin him!
That takes care of Sefetu's eyes.
A lot of these quests are a bit faster. Because they're kind of like, you know, help the informant type of quests. So that finishes All Eyes on Us. Next we're gonna do none of the informant quests, but actually the abuse of power quests over here. Ah yeah, now that we got level 22, we can actually use the copper mace that we got off the second Phylake. And we got 2 skill points here, which I'm gonna invest in the extended combo. You can deal 1 more melee attack to an enemy before they can recover.
Just a moment! I promise! These crops need to be loaded for transport by the day's end.
A little more than a moment of my time, don't you think?
I'm sorry. We are normally 2, but my son cannot keep up.
One thing at a time. Let your boy rest. I will help you collect your harvest. He is too young to be working the fields.
I know it, but my field hands ran off when I couldn't pay. The tax collectors demand all my grain, or they will burn my house down. Thank you, sir. Now I'll be able to pay Sefetu's dogs off. This time at least.
Tell me about these tax collectors.
They ride the roads all around Sais, sticking mostly to the outskirts. Their rabbit master, Sefetu, has them tax the people for all they have.
Let me see if I can find them, and convince them to change their ways. You work on your farm, and raising your boy.
Yes, Ned. Now that he can get some rest, I think my boy will get back his strength. The gods praise you.
Yeah, they change the mind of a tax collector by erasing his mind.
And I cannot believe you feel injured by an imaginary insult. I owe you nothing.
I know, Seraph. You don't owe me anything. Except an apology. How's it going, Seraph?
Me? Get out of the way!
Get out of the way.
You're pathetic!
finishes Abuse of Power. These quests are quite short, sure. Alright, next we have Lost Happiness. Nesamun took a beer shipment from Sais to Yamu, but never arrived.
I heard Nufuri say that they were packing up to move to Letopolis.
They are going Master Tahaka's wife is so kind.
So she said
I cannot
their
thank the
farm
gods
is
enough
failing,
for
so
delivering
they
her to us.
I have heard that about Lady Maharet.
Just woke up, Seraph. I hope you had a good rest, dude.
Master Tahaka's wife is so kind. I cannot thank the gods enough for delivering her to us.
Please, Medjay, if I can trouble you, Harkuf's assistant, Nesamun, took a delivery of beer down the southern road. He never made it to Yamu. Please, can you find him and make sure he's okay?
I am on the case.
That beer was meant to honor Sekhmet. If he drank all that beer, he'd be whipped.
That's not good. Indiana worries, Seraph, take your time. Only 9 Garrus, definitely not good. Yeah, after about like 13 to 14 players. Usually my average is like 1 Garrus per hour. But it's really funny because across the many playthroughs I've done so far, it really does seem like for some reason there's less high precision Garrus on PC than on the console version. Don't know what they changed with the code, but yeah, it happens less often.
These jackals will continue to prey on the good people of this region. I must deal with them.
I like how it was out of a haystack or like palm tree leaves, and he like is going away from it again. Also, hey Vermita, welcome in. Hope you're having a nice day so far.
Are you Nesamun? Are you alright?
Thank Happy, yes.
What happened?
I was bringing a delivery to Yamu when I was ambushed by these bastards.
And?
Yes, okay, I stopped for a quick nap. But still, they drank and smashed all the beer, and threatened to kill me if I did not brew more for them.
Take the oxen back to Sais. You'll have to prepare a new delivery, I imagine. Try not to stop along the road this time.
Doing well, how are you? That's great to hear, Mita. Great to hear. And yeah, I'm doing quite well. Playing a bit more Origins, continuing our 100% Nightmare Challenge. We're currently in Sais, working on the SCARAB storyline. And yeah, completionist-wise, it's definitely going quite well. We finished most of the location in the area. There's still a couple open ones, but I'm kind of like focusing on the quest first. And then I'm backtracking for the locations that weren't part of like any quests. But yeah, it's going quite well. Definitely getting to Letopolis very soon here, I think. To take care of a Scarab. The only thing we're kind of lacking is the amount of high precision Garrus we've heard so far. We've only heard like 9 in 13 to 14 hours. So we can't let that happen. There's gotta be more high precision Garrus. Oh, I can actually upgrade my breastplate further. Nice. It's now an epic level. I still need more cedar wood here, both for the quiver and the bracer. Okay, the next quest would be Smoke Over Water. Harkuf's smuggler Jeska was killed by Sefetu. He wants to ask Amosis to take over her role. And in many ways, Origins is still the best looking game out of the last 4 releases, I think. I mean, obviously, you know, texture-wise I made some improvements. Also the amount of details you can see, but when it comes to just like visual aesthetics, I think Origins is still my favorite out of the 4. Followed by Valhalla. Mita, you agree? The game is better looking than the others? Yeah. Definitely, for me, it feels like. But that's the thing, right? Like, aesthetics are more than just how high resolution the textures are. Or how many details you might be seeing.
Be roasted or fried in oil.
I think today it's roasted. Roast me with another insult.
Amosis?
Yes? Fresh cockles and mussels today?
My name is Bayek. I come from Harkuf. We need your help as a friend of Jeska.
I'm listening.
Since Jeska was killed, Harkuf needs a trusted agent to shepherd people out from under Sefetu's watch.
Dead? You and Harkuf are out of touch. Jeska's too tough to be held by Sefetu. She escaped the firebrand.
What? Where is she?
Back on the river. She took a felucca loaded with supplies to the people she sheltered. She's taken a dangerous route to the southwest past the hippopotamuses to avoid Sefetu's eyes. If you follow the coast, you'll find her.
Whoops. Someone's getting attacked here by hippos. What is that hippo doing there? The heck? It's the divine hippo. It's the hippo god come to life or something. Gotta make it look so it's trying to eat the moon. Like a true god would.
Hiya! Away, you blasted river pigs! Do not touch that! These bloated lake cows! Help me drive them off! What are you called?
Bayek.
Good to meet you, Bayek. I am Jeska.
How did you end up here?
I got lost. Sailed the wrong way.
I would not call avoiding Sefetu's patrols the wrong way.
What do you know of Sefetu?
Hakuf believed you are dead, but you escaped. He needs you back.
Help me get these supplies to my village. There are many depending on me. And we will talk.
Sure thing. A classic Assassin's Creed escort mission. At least in this game, your allies can't die. Imagine you would like desynchronize because your ally died or something in this game.
How do you know Hakuf?
I was sent to him by a man to whom I am pledged. I believe we are working towards the same end.
Well, Hakuf is a great man. Though Sais is a region of self-proclaimed great men. But Hakuf has a good heart. He cares for his people and his city.
Yes. He protects them from cowards like the Scarab and Sefetu.
I have smuggled many families like poor Wenis and her son out of Sais to keep them safe. Those who have tried to refuse Sefetu, he has burned to death.
You are courageous to protect families that are not your blood.
If you say. I hide them in my village until we can arrange a caravan to get them beyond the desert. Hence the food and medicine I bring.
How did you survive?
Sefetu soldiers brought me to Fort Nikio where they burned and tortured me. But I spat in their faces. When they thought me broken, by the gods, Sefetu has come!
But these things sounded like it almost belonged to the game here.
I must push on.
Come on, get down here, Sefetu. What a coward.
guarded.
I'm gonna do this open combat style here.
Hey now! Hey! Your time has come.
You will regret. Die, going to kill you for that.
What is he doing here? I thought he would help me.
Sefetu's men are burning everything!
Stay here. Let me take care of them.
High precision gerecht.
High precision. Man, just look at what they've done to this village and its people. Just crucified everyone. The Fetus gonna pay for this.
It is done.
So many lives turned to ash. Is anyone left?
We need to be quick. More will come.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Pentu! Oh, by the gods, you are still alive! I will not leave you here. My cousins have a farm nearby. It may be untouched. Please, help me bring Pentu.
Of course. I will take him.
Whoa.
EP! Abana! Are you there?
By Serapis! Is it you, Jessica?
You cannot stay in there! You're only making it more difficult on yourself! Thank you for Pentu's life.
I did nothing that you would not have done. He owes his life to you. This is not the end of it, however.
No. Those dogs still hunt for the prick master. I will go to Hakuf. We must find a way to peel Sefetu out of his shell and deal with
I
him.
cannot bring your people back from Duat, but I will help you avenge your village.
Indeed. I think it's definitely time to kill Sefetu soon. Let's have a look what the next mission would be according to the quest order here. Ah yeah, it is the Ostrich here.
My idiot brother has barricaded himself inside.
Who is it that you're speaking to? It's one of them, isn't it?
No, you fool! He fears Sefetu's men, but hiding his head in a bush solves nothing.
I am not an ostrich. Do I hear horses? Is it them? You better run!
Please, if it does not work, Sefetu's tax collectors will do something terrible.
I'm not sure I can convince him, but I will keep an eye out for these tax collectors. Perhaps I can persuade them to leave you alone.
Ha, Beam!
Oh, that's the guy who attacked us earlier here. Hello there.
Get out of the way!
Yeah, I won't. Rings of a free cedar wood, though.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock. Like how that sound always appears before the raid alert even goes through. Hey there, Sally, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, dude. And welcome in, raiders. How did the rest of AC Mirage go today? With a self challenge? Did we kill another target? Hey Valitis, welcome in. How was it going, dude?
I should be cautious around here.
Nice, Lightus, that's great to hear. Oh yeah, Anita. Yeah, that happens to me also quite often. When I have like Lucinda's, Rod's, Schiller's stream open at the same time. Just coming back to every tapping on Lucinda's stream or something. But it went great, you got another main target sorted. Decided to go for the scientist Fazio. How's Origins going? Nice, dude. It's an interesting assassination for sure. I like when he talks about the device they're using to dive into the memories of the past, you know. Which is very akin to an animus, actually. It's actually interesting because the concept art for that sequence, they had like the device fully built up and actually called it Anima. So like the female version, I guess, of the Animus. I reckon due to time and development constraints, I might have not included that.
You're insane, partner.
But it would have been interesting. But yeah, great to hear that it went well. That you got another target killed, that's awesome. GG's on that dude. And yeah, no worries, Lighters. I hope you enjoy Lurk, dude. And you rest as well. Got him. Did I just step in through the straw wall? I sure did. That's one of the more hidden mechanics in this game, but you can actually assassinate through these very like unstable wards, I guess. But like that aspect as well, the way they use similar concept as the Animus, but with different methods and machines of different stages of technology. You didn't know that about the part of the concept art, that's really cool. Definitely is. It reveals a bit of the initial plans I maybe had with the game. It's quite interesting because when I looked up all the concept art for Mirage, that was actually a lot that I've seen where they basically were like worked on the concept art for this concept or like this mechanic or this location. But due to time constraints, never made it into the final game. This goes to show how much they could have included in the game if I had more means to work with. But he's hoping that for the next project that Boto is working on, we get you know, the same treatment as like one of the bigger studios. Because I feel like they could really create a great AC game.
Wait a sec.
On the gameplay level. Thank you for follow, Eddie Metra. Welcome in. Okay, so we are currently working on the Southeast region here, which is like the starting location for the Scarab storyline. And we have finished almost all the quests here in this region. There's only one more left, and that's the Tax Master. So we finally have to kill Sefetu, the one being in charge of extorting this area. Thanks for the luck, Seraph.
Nefuri said that they were packing up to move to Letopolis.
Going to risk the trip?
So she said, their farm is failing, so they see it as a new start.
Oh.
Bayak.
It was Sefetu. They took Harkuf. I know what they will do. Torture him with red-hot tongues, perhaps rip his tongue out, then kill him with a burning dagger to the heart.
The prisons of Fort Nikio.
Wait! They thought I was dead and tossed me in the well. I crawled through corpses and escaped by an underground stream to the river.
Yeah, she knows how it is to be in that captivity. Pretty sure that's where she got her scar from as well. But you're definitely curious about what the next project will be. If it's another Basm game, you hope they don't hold back on the Loki stuff like they did with Mirage. Or if it's something different, it would be cool if they revisit another character from an earlier game or a character in a time period we didn't play as before. That's true. Yeah, they could definitely do that. Like fill in some of the gaps with already existing characters. And yeah, me too. Really had hope that for Mirage they would have focused more on both modern day with Basm and of course his past as Loki, essentially. There's of course something of that shape represented in Nihao as a character, but not quite at the same time, right? Because Nihao, it seems, also doesn't really have much that she remembers of her time, so in a way she's just a copy of Basm in many ways. Instead of Loki. At least that's how it feels for me. Or she's just representing like a different aspect of Loki, you know, as like a Basm-like character. But it's not like, you know, she's like actively telling Basm about any of the stories of Loki. But I think this whole sequence with the scientists and the anima would have been the perfect opportunity to dive into the memories of Loki. Kinda like similar to the Jotunheim dream, you know, or like the Asgard dream. They could have made it much shorter or just make it like one mission or something. I wouldn't have minded, honestly. Just something to have Basm realize something about his past and ways connected to something greater than being a man. I think that's another issue with the mission structure in Mirage, because you can just choose any target really, right? Once you have the first one killed. And that also means that you can't really have like a linear story in terms of like, okay, this major moment has to happen then. Or this like character development has to happen at this point. For the pacing sake. So I feel like the game would have profited from keeping the assassination targets in like order. And kind of like give Basm a chance to like grow across those assassinations. He of course still does on some level, but it's not like they can keep into consideration in the next assassination what you have done in the previous, if technically another player hasn't done that before. So I hope that with the next game we're doing, they might embrace like a more linear approach to the story. I think it's less of an issue with games like Origins, where you also can choose any of the 4 targets here. Because it's like different stages, right? But a Mirage is pretty much just like, there's like one stage and then already the master, like, antagonist. But this way you can still really keep it in like different acts, you know? Like once you've killed all of these, it's like a major story point is happening, and when you kill the next 4, it's another major story point happening. When you kill the next 2 or 3, it's another major story point happening, and only then you get to the, you know, main conspirators. Sefetu, aka Naked Earded. That's him. The Naked Earded tax collector. Or at least it's gonna be him. Once I'm done with him. That's true, and it's partly representing the suppressed memories of the trauma as well. That's true as well, yeah. As we see in the end of the game when Basim finds her in captivity. It would have been really good to give us something more to chew on, especially those who already knew what was going on, but actually see something we hadn't before. In the sequel, they could use the memory seals Basim finds under Alamut like Ezio did with the memory seals of Altair. That is true. There's definitely quite a lot of possibilities they've created with showcasing those memory seals underneath Alamut. And I mean, Basim certainly had access to them. Just a question of like how much he actually saw of it. But yeah, they could certainly showcase that in another game, focus on Basim. Okay, time for a sneaky approach here, in terms of looks as well. Let's go for Bike's outfit with the hood. Let's also upgrade the quiver. And let's make it nighttime.
What would make a man perform? Ah, of course, a woman must be involved.
A woman is involved. Just gotta be precise. Yeah, that's one massive fort here. Okay, I think we have most of them. Thank you for choosing the Desert Cobra outfit, Rod. Let me go ahead and change that. There we go. You will glide silently through the sand and strike as fast as the wind in this outfit. Perfect.
Best not to draw attention here.
Chaye! Decision, gerecht.
Jinx it. You should it. Immediately miss the shot.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, what?
You will pay! Hey now!
Best keep on my toes, though.
What do you like the icon I have added for the manly chant redeem? Oh yeah, I've updated a few of the channel point reward icons. I thought it was fitting with the helmet. What sorcery is this? Is what?
Got you.
Hey, wait!
Oh, holy shit. What a legendary shit here of this dude. The guards have it when I threw a bomb. Ah, I gotcha. I kinda missed that. Was to focus on the gameplay side of things. That's awesome.
Not so far!
Watch each other's backs, huh?
Oh, come on. Die. He was carrying a dead guy on his back, which is why the first hit didn't go through. Yes, go ahead and ring the alarm.
Hey! Useless to run, Kerr! Come on, Zenu!
Did you just say come on, Zeno? Zeno's my friend.
What?
Oh, that's a big boy here. That's like a Phylake star of enemy. Fortunately, we're definitely overleveled here at this point, so should make it a bit easier.
I'll deal with you. Yes, I will.
What?
Hey! Go! Why are you here?
Stop it now! Got you! You're finished! Where are you? Die, idiot! Can't hide, go!
Right, that does it. And rescue Harkuf.
I have the key here.
Did you kill that clod of shit?
Come on. Come on! Come quickly. This place may still be dangerous.
Papi, keep me safe.
Yeah, not so dangerous anymore. We killed pretty much all of the soldiers here.
May the gods be against you bastards!
Minus a few. Thanks for GG's, Mita. I appreciate it.
Blast! Blast! God of grain, watch over me!
He who controls the grain becomes the god of grain. If Ubisoft Quebec wrote an ancient Egyptian game, that's definitely a quote you would find in there.
Thank you, my friend. Apollodorus was right to bring you in. You honor the badge you wear. Come visit us if you ever get the chance. May Happy watch over you and ensure your beer cup ever overflows.
Yeah, I hope so. That my beer cup always overflows no matter how many sips I'm taking. Speaking of beer, I think it's almost time that we go ahead and do a discovery tours. One of them is actually focused on beer in Sais. Let's have a look at the quest logbook. But yeah, it seems like the next quest in order would be the one in Letopolis, new kid in town. So we could go there for the next batches of quests. However, I would like to finish this region first with a discovery tour. So gonna take care of it first. Let's also get the Paramanic ability, increasing our fire damage by 50%. It's a bit odd because there seems to be like a line between Paramaniac and Overpower Fury. But you can't actually skill that next, even though it does seem like it's connected. But there's like a stronger outlining between Adrenaline 2 and this one, so I guess that's why. But yeah, it is a bit curious. But yeah, I think it's a stronger outlining or something. Beer? Basketball match 1 hour? Oh yeah? So who's playing today? Is it the next Germany game? So it's Germany versus France. I gotcha. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. We actually just beaten France in, is it actually called handball in English? I'm not sure if it is. So let's see if we can beat them again, I guess, in another discipline. I don't think it's gonna be an easy one. Alright, so before we actually dive into these discovery tours here, we have the Faune of Ancient Egypt, the BM Bread one, and the Egyptian household. We're gonna go and take a short break here. Not an overly long one, but about 10 minutes or so. And then we're gonna take on these discovery tours before heading to Letopolis. And in Letopolis we don't have any discovery tours, so we won't be doing any after finishing this region here. However, after Letopolis, we're probably going to Giza for the hyena, and as you can see, there's going to be quite a lot in connection to the different pyramids here. So yeah, we're going to space that out depending on which quests we have been doing so far. Like this one, for instance, the origin of the pyramid I could do after we finish the secret of the first pyramid questline, for instance. That would be fitting. And then I guess once I finish like one of the pyramids exploration, I will go ahead and do the ones connected to it. Thanks, Rod. I definitely will. And I will catch you guys in just a few. Alright. Welcome back. Yay. Cheering like Edward takes over the wheel of a jackdaw again. Welcome back, Dr. Darling. And yeah, welcome back to some more AC Origins with our Historical Order playthrough, doing 100% on Nightmare difficulty. Now that we finished the quests in Sais and the neighboring region, we can now take care of the discovery tours there. And we're gonna start with the fauna of ancient Egypt. Ah, right over there. Thanks, Amita. Welcome back as well to you. Thanks, Rod. I appreciate it. Welcome back as well to you, Senny. So I brought myself an iced coffee and something to munch on, so might be a bit more muty during this particular discovery tour. And the next, maybe. But we're gonna listen mostly anyways to the narration here. Sounds delicious. Absolutely. I could have needed a second coffee today. Kinda like a bit tired. Oh yeah. Another good opportunity to play as Aya a bit more in this game. Learn about the fauna of ancient Egypt.
Welcome to Fauna of Ancient Egypt. Both domesticated and wild animals were features in ancient Egyptian bas-reliefs as early as the First Dynasty. While the variety of wildlife served as a reliable food source, it also influenced both culture and mythology. Egypt's terrain allowed for a diverse range of animals, including panthers, rhinoceroses, elephants, and many variations of antelopes.
Antelopes? What do you mean, interloper? That is the question.
The Nile was home to many species of fish, along with hippopotami and crocodiles.
It's so weird going through the water and not being attacked by any hippos. Rod antelope? Don't see any in this game. Me neither. With her hooves and everything.
The wide variety of birds that populated the riverbanks, from raptors and waterfowl to songbirds, were all catalogued within Egyptian hieroglyphic signs. Encounters with reptiles and insects, such as cobras, scorpions, and scarabs, influenced hieroglyphs and art.
We're learning today, I see. Indeed, Aura. Welcome in, citizen. We're learning a bit more about the fauna, about beer. A very important topic. So you better pay attention in the next lesson. But yeah, how's it going? Demeter, we are one with the nature here. Absolutely. I'm not Scarab, you can't fight me. Never. Not the Scarab. A crocodile on the other hand.
While all animals had sacred meanings, lions in particular represented power and royalty to ancient Egyptians. They were so prized by pharaohs that they were hunted to extinction within Egypt.
Ah yeah, the pharaoh spearing a lion. I'm sure he actually did that. You take notes. You're taking all next week off work for your birthday, so very much looking forward to that rest. That's awesome. It's great to get like a couple extra days on top of your birthday. So I hope you definitely enjoy. That's a kitty cat, pretty much. I think the cat god actually transformed from like a lion god or something. I think that's like the backstory. Yeah, imagine that. Hunting to extinction was popular for a long time. Okay, we are looking for the beer and bread discovery tour. Learn about the production steps of brewing beer and bread making and their importance in ancient Egyptians' lives.
Welcome to Bread and Beer. While the Mesopotamians invented beer, including using a straw to avoid the sediments and herbs, ancient Egyptians perfected the brewing method. Egyptian beer's quality was determined by alcohol strength, color, and flavor. During the Pharaonic era, beer was the most commonly used and important alcoholic beverage. The state and temples used it, along with bread, as payment to workers, and it was included on the lists of food offerings to the gods and the deceased.
Also Odyssey of Valhalla that got big praise for its discovery tour. I think it was Origins actually. I think Origins was the only game that actually got a science award for history, for like education in history, for gaming. But I think Odyssey and Valhalla still got lots of praise as well. I think Odyssey maybe more than Valhalla, because of the setting being quite popular, and I mean they did a good job giving lots of information. There's definitely more information to find in Odyssey Discovery Tour than Origins, for instance. Because in addition to the Discovery Tours you have like extra slides of like more stuff to read on. And you also have like discovery sites, which are like more like individual points you can find all over the map. So Odyssey has even more. But I think Origins is the one usually taken as like a core example for like showing off a discovery tour. And yeah, it also won an award for doing this. in my memory, Valhalla's discovery tour was kind of like a bit split. Because it kind of like derived or kind of like deviated a bit from the other two stouts by making it more like narrative focused. So take like part in like being one specific society member in a connection to like an historical event, which I think was a good idea because it changes up a little bit from Origins and Odyssey. But yeah, it was definitely a bit different. It feels like less museum tour and more like another historical like story. Bread and beer are your favorite food groups. It is a good combo. That's why it's been popular for thousands of years.
Beer was the popular drink of ceremonies and festivals. The Festival of Drunkenness was even dedicated to it. Considered to be quite nutritional, beer was also significant in the day-to-day lives of ancient Egyptians. Egyptian adults and children consumed beer with all of their meals, and medical texts include hundreds of remedies that contain beer. It remained the most popular alcoholic beverage until the Roman era.
Let me guess, when it was wine? Because Romans. I thought Valhalla's was interesting, but you didn't learn much since all the information was hidden in the codex. Yeah, there's lots to read there for sure. I would think about how much of it I will actually do for my historical order run. Ideally, I would like to do the entire discovery tour of Valhalla, but that will add a ton of extra time on top of an already potentially long playthrough.
Recipes for beer varied over time and depended on the quality of the materials. Bakers and brewers typically worked alongside one another at the same workshop or house. Many families often produced the quantity appropriate to their own consumption, with better quality beers produced for festivals and other special occasions. The most basic recipe used malted cereal as the main ingredient. Fruits such as dates were added along with honey and spices.
Spices? I like the sound of that.
Once baked, bread would be crumbled into the brew to start the fermentation process. Adding grain enzymes would break down the starches, turning them into sugar and creating a thick mash.
Yesterday, YouTube decided to suggest a video to me called How to Make Your Own Booze at Home. I was like, okay, then how did that happen? But yeah, literally just a few ingredients.
Once ready, the bread and grain mixture was compressed and then strained through a sieve with water into the mix of malt beer. Once fermented, the beer mash was transferred to large containers and again compressed by foot or with pestles.
Tempting me with a good time. Yeah, it was like a very like basic video, but had like millions of views apparently. So some got like traction in the past couple of weeks. Kinda glad we stopped making drinks with our feet. I know what you mean, like stomping on like grapes and stuff. That sounds amazing. Bit of foot fungus. My wine. It just for an acquired taste, really.
Once smooth, the beer was stored in pottery jars and sealed with a clay stopper. It probably couldn't be kept for long and likely had a thick, pasty appearance and texture. Very little was wasted. Leftover grains were reused to make sourdough bread or combined with the next batch of beer.
I think they still do that process in some parts of the world, but I have no idea where.
While there are many ancient accounts for making bread, most of the knowledge known about ancient Egyptian brewing comes from an account by the alchemist Zosimus over 300 years after Cleopatra's reign. More recently, Dr. Delwyn Samuel, an archaeobotanist, has proposed alternate antique techniques to brew beer. However, experts are unable to replicate an authentic beer since not all of the techniques and ingredients used by ancient Egyptians are known yet.
Sourdough bread starters are a big deal. Remember everyone making sourdough during the first COVID lockdown? Definitely. Yeah, it has really become a lot more popular. So where I grew up, we actually had mostly sourdough bread to buy in like bakeries and stuff. It was like our go-to bread. But it wasn't very popular at the time, and when I had it so much, I was like, I want to have some white bread instead, you know? But nowadays, it definitely would be the other way around. Like almost nothing better than freshly baked sourdough bread. Please don't recreate the ancient beer, it's probably terrible in comparison. Would be interesting, with like the wine and everything. There's like a YouTube channel called Tasting History with Max Miller. And I'm pretty sure, like he made at least a couple of videos on ancient Egypt. And I think one of them might have been about an alcoholic beverage. Like he actually tries to recreate it on like ancient records. And trying to become or come as close as possible to it. And then, you know, tries it. Yeah, not a particularly big fan of like sweet bread myself. I think like a little bit of sugar is fine for the yeast to kind of like make it rise more. But to add like extra sugar or something to sweeten the bread, I don't need. Unless it's like, you know, dedicated like a sweet dish or something. Like for instance, if you make pan de muerte, like the bread of the dead, which usually serve in Mexico around like November or something. It's like a sweeter style of bread with like orange zest and like allspice and stuff in it. I don't mind it, but that's like different to like bread you would use for like sandwiches or, you know, like putting stuff on top. Marcus's wine starts puking. I'm pretty sure there is a wine tour, and I do think it's narrated by Marcos, actually. It's been a while since I've done them, but I'm pretty sure that he was in charge of doing that, because he is one of the characters you would talk to for different Discovery tours to have a quiz with. Yeah, sugar and corn syrup. When I was like visiting like Walmart and stuff, I had like a look of some of the ingredients in like the bread. And lots of them, I think, had corn syrup in them. Which definitely isn't typical here. That being said, going to like Sweden, for instance, you can definitely find sweet bread. And it being quite popular. At least in like supermarkets when you buy like bread there.
Food was prepared on the floor until the Middle Kingdom, when cooking benches were introduced. The introduction of durum wheat improved bread quality, meaning that the upper and middle classes ate better. The poor, however, still made do with a diet consisting of a gruel made of vegetables, softened bread, or barley. Dough was kneaded by hand or foot, and when sufficiently blended, additional items were added, such as fruits, nuts, honey, and spices. To leaven the bread, they added sourdough or leaven from beer brewing. Ovens were circular or beehive-shaped and made with clay or brick. If there was no oven at all, a bread maker used the hot sand to bake flatbread, a technique still in use by some Berbers today.
They use hot sand to bake flatbread. Sandy bread. To be fair, it was almost unavoidable not to have sand in it in ancient Egypt. It's actually one of the main reasons causing like teeth problems for many Egyptians. Because of a lot of the bread being so coarse with sand in it. Yeah, corn syrup. I mean, I get it, you guys have lots of corn. And it's like cheap and affordable, but yeah. It's definitely interesting like how many items have it in it that you usually wouldn't associate with like necessarily like sweet dishes.
Ancient Egyptians always had to fight off the omnipresent sand particles that were blown towards them. Despite their best efforts, sand regularly made its way into their food. Additionally, particles from the grain-grinding stone tools and ovens they used also contributed to attrition and prematurely worn teeth.
Yeah.
The team tried to portray this through toothache animations and commoners sweeping sand off.
Interesting. I haven't really noticed the toothache animations yet, but that's cool that we put it into the game. It would definitely go over the head of most players. Surely did over mine. But it's cool to find out about these kind of details. Alright, so we got one more discovery tour here. And that's the Egyptian household. Should be another shorter one, I think. Learn about the family life and homes of ancient Egyptians.
Welcome to the Egyptian household. In pre-Greco-Roman culture, women were considered equal to men in many matters. They owned property, testified in court, could divorce and inherit. Until the Greeks and Romans restricted their rights, Egyptian women could take over their deceased husband's trade. Marriage contracts included mentions of allowances and items of value brought to the marriage by the woman, which would forever belong to her.
Ah yeah, your classic Greek-Roman influence. You guys have rights for women. Can't let it happen. Just goes to showcase how much more advanced Egyptians were in that regard.
Certain professions were open only to women, such as weaving or professional mourning, while others were available to both genders, including working as servants for the rich households. Social status did have an impact, though. The higher in status, the easier it was to obtain education and access different professions.
Yeah, exactly, Aura. It's I think crazy to think, you know, how recently that's been the case, still.
Homes were generally composed of 3 rooms. First, there was the entrance, furnished with a small bench of brick, probably intended for a statue and protective divinity. Then there was the ceremonial room, meant to receive guests. The last room was either a bedroom or kitchen. Furniture consisted of basic chairs, chests, and storage. Tables were not used for family dinners. Instead, each individual had a small table of their own.
Our own personal table. Now that's luxury. Professional mourning, you could probably scream on command. You're down. You're hired.
Marriages were a social contract rather than a religious construct. Family was vitally important to ancient Egyptians, and children were considered a blessing from the gods. The father, mother, and their children were the nucleus of the family, and cohabitation sometimes extended to mothers-in-law, sisters, aunts, and sisters-in-law.
Damn. A marriage contract from 380 to 343. Everyone have their own table. We call that TV trays here. Exactly. Our times have changed.
Status and wealth played a large role in the style and size of ancient Egyptian homes. Commoners' houses were built with sun-baked mud bricks. Wealthier homes were often painted in white and decorated with various motifs. Town officials and the rich lived in mansions with numerous rooms that were luxuriously decorated. Only temples and tombs meant to last for all eternity were built with stone. Funeral stone inscriptions focused on the main member of a household. Encircling this person would then be a spouse, parents, and children, possibly even siblings. These stones were so structured because there were no surnames in ancient Egyptian culture. Parents and children were a sort of family tree, which allowed for the identification of the deceased.
All of the eyes looks like they have a deep-sitting trauma or something. A Vietnam flashback happening at the same time. And it completes the Egyptian household. And also completes the region of Saïsia. So the next one we will be doing are gonna be in Giza. So I won't be starting them until we start with the hyena questline. So yeah, that's it for the discovery tour for now. Let's go back to Bayek. We're traumatized every day by sand in the bread. I mean, it definitely would get on your nerves after a while. Maybe a little bit too much. Okay, I would like to catch up on a couple of locations here that we still missed in the region. Because I don't think any Letopolis will lead us over here at least. Bike saying hi as well. It's been kind of cool playing mostly heartless and without the beard and longer hair this playthrough so far. Because you definitely get to see like more of his expressions during cutscenes. Like more of the subtle face animations. Oh, thanks for distraction, crocodile.
Wind is picking up. Not good.
Yeah, this should also be a location for one of the papyrus puzzles. Just not entirely sure if I already have it. If we have it, it should be over there. On the like regular tree right next to the palm trees. Ah yeah. There it is. Oh nice. Viper's Tooth. Legendary sickle sword. Having bleeding and poison on it is very good for DPS. Also quite fitting with the snake set we're currently wearing, because we have the Desert Cobra outfit as picked by Rod. And the snakes on shield. And now the Viper's Tooth. You're supposed to say winds howling bike. That's right. It took a bit of inspiration from Witcher. So why not that too? Choosing scepter as my primary weapon type. Not gonna allow that. Not with my perfect style now. I'm gonna take away all your points now. Let me actually see if I have scepter for my level. For level 12. I have to see if I can maybe find one of a vendor or something. Alright, let's go for Hazan 2 Skeptron. This pattern found in Sais was forgotten centuries ago by Persian warriors in the former capital. So I'm gonna use this until I find a better one. had lots of fun with the heavy blades last time we played this. Got one that hit on every hit and you were unstoppable. I know which one you mean. And yes, heavy blades are really strong. The core damage. The speed isn't too bad either. The range. And the attack and push combo, if you have like lots of adrenaline, is just insanely strong. Oh, I could actually upgrade my glove and bracer now. Just gotta dismantle some weapons. I'm gonna keep these at the same level, so kind of like matching in looks. Doesn't matter with this outfit currently, but it does matter with others. Let's actually have a look here at the blacksmith there. If they're selling anything.
Hustlers, entrepreneurs, wanderers, seek not your solace here, but let your
Oh yeah, that arena with the horde mode is definitely a potentially long one, depending on what gear you're running. I've also had like a health on hit weapon and then I had like a poison hit weapon. And since all of the bodies stay there, they don't despawn, you can actually create like entire fields of just like poison. And when enemies spawn and go in there, they're just like stunned and pukey and everything. And barely do anything. And the longer you go on with like more rounds, the more poison dead bodies there's gonna be. Until enemies become so strong that they will just one-shot you if they have a chance. But yeah, you can definitely run quite far with that tactic. Okay, we've got no scepter here. Let me check the other vendor.
What might interest you today?
Okay, no scepter either. Fair enough. Then we're just gonna use a level 12 weapon. I could actually just upgrade the scepter of Tati by level 5. It's like one of the weapons you get for free. Just have like a proper one for my level. Because I think the DPS is gonna be a little too low with a level 12 one.
Greetings, friend.
For 3000 woe. That's really expensive for an epic weapon. Okay, why not? I do have enough money currently. And it is substantially better. It is said that Tati spoke with the ancients through this scepter, but mostly it's used to hit things. I like the look of it.
Did you have any trouble bringing your crops to market?
Scepter's also speedy. Whack, whack, whack. Yeah. Yeah, definitely quite speedy. So if you also have like another effect on top of it, like poison or fire, definitely lets those DPS effects stack much faster. It's like a scepter on fire that you get because of one of the Phylakes that you get to kill, I think. I like to use that one quite a bit. Yeah, the god fights had really good weapon rewards. Especially the swords, which are super overpowered with like health on hit and like the highest critical hit rate and damage ever. So what's happening here? Look at all these convoys. Bit of mounted scepter action. Convoys, you mean crafting materials on wheels? Pretty much, yeah. That's all they are. I mean, that's a classic combo, isn't it? Like freezing enemy and then just like smashing them to bits. That sounds fun, though. Never put an enemy to sleep when attempting to frighten or panic them, and they get the nightmare status. Now that's quite dark. A dark way to mess with them. Ah yeah, there's another mysterious killer location here. That's kind of what I was looking for, actually.
Blood on the water. Omens in the sky. Poor man. You did not deserve to be dragged underwater by these hippos. And it appears you are prepared for the afterlife by a clumsy butcher with no thumbs. Where's your liver? Poor man.
Whoops.
You did not deserve to be dragged underwater by these hippos.
Don't need to say that again, bike.
Prepared for the afterlife by a clumsy butcher with no
Let me
thumbs.
go out of here, please.
Where's your liver?
Okay.
This perverse poetry celebrates chaos. It inverts all that is divine and just.
We call upon Circa to hold the breath and deliver the poison. We bring priests of the four gods to their sacred places, and we give them the glorified rites to meet Sekhet, in her place of power beneath her heavenly sign. The powerful divine organs contain the secrets of divinity. We sacrifice them to appease the goddess of magic, medicine.
For me?
A letter? For Sekhet? Bike is thinking he doesn't need oxygen for that at all. He definitely doesn't.
Ancient writing from the Old Kingdom.
He can breathe forever. Rod Garrett, place of power. It's gotta be. Never get tired of hearing that in Witcher. Meets another skill point. A prayer? For me?
I suspect the sarcophagus was transported by cart. It is inscribed to the mark of Sekhet, the scorpion goddess. But where is the body? Someone came here with a heavily laden cart and left the same way, though the second track looks lighter. This happened recently, and the cart may not have traveled far. There may be more to this mystery nearby, Those responsible should not be allowed to do this again.
Right, that's the third investigation site visited. What you Eva, it's been ages since you played it. Do you think you need to change it for next year? And this time you don't have to suffer through Witcher 1 and 2 again. That is true, that's a big plus upon replaying Witcher 3 if you've already done those games before. And you're not particularly keen upon revisiting them too soon. But yeah, that would be awesome to see you play Witcher again. No worries, dude. Take your time. Okay, I think we are close enough to Letopolis now to start the next mission. And that is the new kid in town.
Sandstorm coming.
Check of a weaver here for any new outfits. High precision Garen number 10. Okay, so we have a Persian guard and the Red Sea Marauder. Gonna buy both of them and gonna add both of them to the outfit reward. So that's all the current available options to choose from. Higher precision, get it? That's definitely my favorite iteration of the version. Thank you for choosing the Persian Guard as well. The basic uniform for a soldier in the Persian Army Elite's Guard. What mask is Dida's choice? Yeah, so this time I'm playing most of the game without the hood. So we see like Bayek's facial representation. Except for missions where it makes sense to be hooded. So for like doing infiltration missions or like assassination missions or something, I would probably go for Hood for those. But yeah, let's go ahead and change into the Persian Guard here. I love the color of this one, like the dark green with the red. The red is very reminiscent of the assassin colors, like the waistband. And the green isn't really something we see too much represented either in like canon looks. So I like this outfit a lot, actually. Wasn't sure if I was doing the same thing as last time where I asked us what we preferred. That's true, yeah, I definitely did that. And yeah, no worries. I didn't really write that down as like a rule or something this time. But yeah, I didn't really plan on doing this either with like the beardless combo without the hat. But I've kind of grown to like it. Like see more of Bike's facial expressions in this playthrough. So I'm just gonna go and keep that for the rest, I think, of a playthrough.
Welcome. Welcome to Letopolis, dream of the great Tahaka. A new life awaits you in the glorious city of Letopolis. A chance to begin again in a golden land of opportunity and adventure. This entire city... Welcome! Welcome to Letopolis. I never forget a face, and I have not seen yours before.
I'm looking for Tahaka.
You found it! Your new home! A miracle of a man's labor. The great work begins!
No, that's not...
You just don't know it yet. We give every new arrival a house. Only dig it out and help with the public works. A fresh start!
I'm not here to live in these tough sands.
Speak to some of our new inhabitants, like Nehi. He can tell you how liberating it is to leave the past behind.
I cannot shed my past like a snake sheds his skin.
He is uncovering it to shine again under the sun and dedicating the city to Horus. With bright wings, we will reach the stars.
By the gods! What am I to do?
Peace, friend. What happened?
The gods have cast me. I lost my farm and my wife to my brother in Yamu, and now I've lost what little I owned. My cart got stuck in a ditch far from town. As night came on, I heard terrible roars, and I just left them. My poor oxen, everything I owned. What am I to do?
Roars? There are no large beasts in this region.
I did not stay to find out. They were the last gift I got from my father, Khufu and Kiera, and I left them there with all I own.
When I am out that way, I will see what I can find. For now, do what you can on your new house.
My thanks. My house is to the right of the entrance to the temple. May you fly with the bright wings of Horus.
Oh, I will. With the wings of Horus. On this case, Senu. Everybody benefits. Never trust a land salesman. I'd also think of everybody benefits, the way he kind of like dragged on the everybody. Quite reminiscent of our favorite character, Marcos. Bro, just dig up your house, huh? It's not just digging up your house. It's a great work. Everybody must pitch in. My father speaks the truth. It's good to honor your father, Kawab. I like the way that Bike says that, you know, like, yeah, surely it's so easy, you know? Like start a new life by just digging up your house. And of course you also, with all the investigations, are suspecting that there's more going on than just people digging up their houses. Well, it's pretty fair, to be honest. If you can dig it up, you can keep it. You can't keep anything inside the house for what you find, especially not any silica. So they're trying to ambush us here.
The wind rises, and the sand with it.
It almost feels like we're going clubbing again, like in Far Cry Primal. Dishonor on you, coward, and your family. Nice Mulan reference. That's like hands down one of my favorite Disney movies. Mulan. How dare he abandon his oxen? Marcos makes your skin crawl. I don't blame you. I definitely loathe, not love, seeing him every time I play Odyssey. It's good I haven't done that reunion quest in quite a few years, so I didn't have to see him twice.
How much further? I see you! Get it!
What? Okay, that detection is busted, apparently.
Just doing my duty.
I think it's because they're like set to be in an ambush position and they're like kinda like expecting you. So it still functions different. Like regular guards. So simple, Rod. Yeah, so simple. Just dig up your house. Not like, you know, that would take a substantial amount of time in an environment where the desert is constantly blowing in sandstorms. You know, just dig up your house.
Sandstorm coming.
Who part of being adult is having Lucky Charms for breakfast for no reason other than you make poor choices at the grocery store. It's a responsible adult choices, for sure. But yeah, I do like some cornflakes as well on occasion. The sweet ones. Yeah, the links can definitely be annoying. That's the one that jumps on your back, isn't it? You like have to dodge a couple times, or just like a really long time to get rid of. Nice Kendrick Lamar reference. I love Kendrick Lamar.
Bean!
Bayek! You found Khufu and Kiera. Today I cried tears of joy.
Look how much you have done since I have been gone.
I found something strange inside the house. It arouses my curiosity and yet terrifies me. Will you look?
Show me.
As I dug out the main room, I found ominous writings on the wall. Old writings. I have no idea what they say, but it scares me in my bones.
These are old, but incomplete. Too much is missing.
Erased by time and sand. Do you
Ancient
think
writing.
it's a curse?
I will ask around town.
All right. What should I do? I don't know if I can sleep here.
You will be fine.
The way Bike rolls his eyes.
You should speak to Ramesu. He knows everyone in town and everything that happens here.
I'm sure he does.
But those things are damn painful doing that. They really can be. I don't like fighting them too much either. Especially in the higher difficulties, you know, they can deal absurd amount of damages. We have that song the other day and it still slaps after all this time. Definitely also my Kendrick Lamar folder for sure.
Come, find your path and walk into a new age with us.
So I do also listen to it on occasion. Once I decide to listen to some Kendrick Lamar.
Dig it free and to help with the public works. To be welcome here. I've seen that dour face before. You've come for your house.
No,
You would clear a house in no time.
Enough! At Nehi's house, he showed me strange writings.
Nothing to worry you, friend. 3 others have said the same thing, but these signs are too old to be made sense of.
I will check with them.
You are wasting your time, but as you will. Welcome. Welcome to Letopolis. A new life awaits you in the glorious city of Letopolis.
Yeah, that's sometimes a bit annoying in Odyssey when you get involved in like a Lynx fight because it just aggro you all of a sudden. And how you just get slower on the horse as well. Which means that kind of like, you know, running speed is like as fast as you are, if not faster sometimes. Which makes these chases like even more annoying. I think it's really weird they don't let you like gallop in or run really fast with a horse in battles because, you know, sometimes you just want to escape a battle. I guess I never thought about that idea. It's like you gotta get involved in every fight.
Yes? What can I help you with?
Ramesu said you found strange hieroglyphs in your house.
Yes. I thought they were kind of creepy. I think someone else may have found the same thing.
May I look?
Sure. Go on and take a look.
You do enjoy taming lynx and sticking it on your enemy's foe. That's true. Yeah, I do like the taming ability. It's been a while since I actually actively used it in any of the games. But I had some good fun with it in both Origins and Odyssey.
Looks like the same style. Perhaps part of the same message.
That's a good way of putting it, Rod. I just wanna piggyback here. We're trying to play ancestors. Pretending to be baby apes.
This entire city was lost to the cruel desert in the time of our ancestors. But the great Tahaka...
Are you new here?
Passing through, but looking into a mystery. Did you find ancient hieroglyphs in your house?
Didn't everyone? Didn't worry me much. Why? Does it mean something?
Not sure yet. May I look?
Don't see why not. Tell me if I should worry.
Another part of the message.
You don't use the taming ability much because if you're awful, then they will inevitably die in a fight. That's fair. It's like we just got to know each other and you're already dead. Lots of ancient writing here. Ancient hieroglyphs.
May I ask you something?
Hmm? Yes, what?
Nehi found a strange symbol in his house, like you. May I take a look?
Certainly. He's new, yes? He'd be cute if he didn't look like he was always about to cry. Tell him I asked how he was. My name's Nebefa.
Smooth. It would be interesting or cute if he wouldn't cry or look like he's about to cry every time.
More of the message. That's the whole message. It appears to be a prophetic vision.
If your feet are firm in Letopolis, look west of the pyramids. Within the golden dunes lies the temple of 1,000,000 years, guarded by stone lionesses.
Where is this temple?
It's interesting how I can actually take animals and stuff from here without zooming in. But once you zoom in... Oh, okay, now I can. Never mind. I thought you couldn't. Just didn't take it precisely enough there. Brought bike, sorry I'm not a matchmaker. Looks at Valhalla matchmaking quest. It's like, I'm not Eivor. You're the wrong time period. I don't need an alliance with you. But yeah, if extends Eivor goes to, just to secure an alliance. Couldn't explain the SX story arc otherwise. Because every other protagonist would be fed up by that point. Level 24.
What did the priests hope to achieve in their last ceremony so long ago? These men, they were wab priests. Were they killed? Or did they choose this fate for themselves? Some ancient concoction, long since dried up. A prayer. Ancient writing from the Old Kingdom.
Olain had a Lady of Flame, daughter of Ra, queen of the Two Lands, mistress of a house of scouts, master of Apep and Amit, she who mourns. We invoke you in all your names and all your places and give you the city as a gift. Breathe the desert upon it and consume it. Take it whole. And in return keep your dreadful powers from harming the pharaohs and the rest of Egypt. So they've been like sacrificing the entire city to the desert to protect the pharaohs. Ancient concoction from the Old Kingdom. I wonder if it still works. Like it's like kinda tastes like cardboard.
The Lady of Slaughter. This place was dedicated to Sekhmet then. I thought Letopolis was home to Horus. Letopolis was sacrificed to the gods by the ancients, so the rest of the Nile could be granted to the realm of men. These priests made an invocation for protection to the one before whom evil trembles. In drinking their concoction, they gave their lives, as well as their city, to Sekhmet. In their eyes, Tahaka's project would be sacrilegious.
But I think it's good to do this quest before doing the main quest, because it gives a bit more context to the whole scene between Tahaka and Baek. It also questions a little bit what he's doing with the city and what he's planning. Or what do you need to know? What do you need to do before being known as the one whom before evil trembles? Well, I don't know. Maybe gotta ask Baek.
Ah, Bayek! I'm getting used to living with these symbols. Nebefe even came by for a meal. Did you find out anything?
I did. Though I'm not sure you are going to like it.
A curse! I knew it!
No, not exactly. Letopolis was an offering to Sekhmet, to protect the rest of the Nile.
We have offended the Lady of Slaughter? No wonder the suns always blow. She wants to reclaim the city. Are the officials blind or mad? I can't stay here. Maybe Nebefe will come with me. What about you?
My time here is but temporary.
You were kind to me when others were not. Maybe we will see each other again in this world.
And Baek's facial expressions are killing me sometimes. Like, he's always trying to be friendly to people, you know, but at the same time, he also doesn't want to be rude, even if he's not too keen on, like, you know, spending too much time with a particular person. So it's, like, nice seeing, like, Baek, you know, trying not to be rude sometimes. My time here is but temporary. But hey, he's not lying either, right? Like, he's on an important mission. And he is very much a traveler, so it is a good excuse, to be fair. But to become a Lady of Slaughter, Nebefe asked, so she finally came by. She did. I guess she found a good topic to talk about with him, about the symbols. A reason to visit. What happened to my UI? Nice. Not sure if I've seen this before on Origins. But I will probably be fixed by going out of it and back into it. Yeah, indeed. Alright, so let's recap on what we've done today. So, we started in Submenome, and we've done like pretty much all the locations in that area. Well, most of them. We also killed the second Phylake, the level 22 one. And we've done all of the quests in this region, between Submenome and Sapires Nome here with the Sais area. We've also covered the discovery tours in this area, and we now made our way to Letopolis. So that's where we're gonna continue next time with the Workers' Lament quest, because it's gonna be the next one according to the quest order that I follow. And after the Workers' Lament, we still have one more side quest before we're heading to the main story and finally take care of the Scarab. So yeah, that target is definitely gonna die in the next one. Then we're already heading to Giza, where we're gonna spend quite a bit of time, I think, due to the discovery tours. But I think it's good because pacing-wise, the Giza part is like one of the shorter ones because it's not like a ton of side quests. It's gonna give us a good opportunity to spend a bit more time with the pyramids and in the desert. The ultimate no-hard challenge. Gotta like permanently let it display like this. No worries, Rod. Thank you for being here, dude. And thank you also again so much for the raid earlier. No worries, Aura. Thank you also for being here and for joining. And for choosing the outfit and the scepter. Taking over Bike's entire playstyle and looks. But yeah, let's have a look who's online and who we can raid today. Also, before I go, I would like to highly recommend both Rod and Schiller for more Assassin's Creed content. They're both playing Assassin's Creed Mirage at the moment. However, I think Schiller finished his playthrough yesterday. Rod is currently doing a stealth challenge on the game, with like limitations as well, so he can't use things like the smoke bomb or other tools, like the throwing knife. And he can't let, for example, dead bodies be seen either, so it's like a very like difficult challenge on top of his stealth. And yeah, both massive fans of the series, so definitely gonna get your AC fix over there as well. No worries for a shout out, Rod. More than happy to give you one. Alright, so we're gonna go and join a meter for another historical focus game. And that is Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, didn't the video bit actually play?
Whose prowess is supreme. He'll beat the guards till tomorrow's end. Their kulos he will cream.
Let me actually fix that real quick. Okay, let me try the Mario headbang now. Okay, that didn't work, apparently. Let me try something different then. There we go. That works. Catch you next time, Dr. Darling. Have a good one. Mario's on a summer vacation. He definitely needed one. Alright, so let's start a raid here to a meter. If you want to join us for the raid, there's some raid emotes in chat, so feel free to copy and paste them. And yeah, I hope everyone's having a great rest of the day. Thank you for joining the stream, and I will catch you in the next one. Until then.